ODHH Monthly Bulletin, November 2012 edition. Study links hearing loss and dementia. November is National Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month. Did you know that seniors with hearing loss are significantly more likely to develop dementia over time than those who retain their hearing? This is what a study by Johns Hopkins and the National Institute on Aging researchers suggests. Researchers say the findings could lead to new ways to combat dementia, a condition that affects millions of people worldwide and carries heavy societal burdens. Although the reason for the link between the two conditions is unknown, the investigators suggest that a common pathology may underlie both, or that the strain of decoding sounds over the years may overwhelm the brains of people with hearing loss, leaving them more vulnerable to dementia. They also speculate that hearing loss could lead to dementia by making individuals more socially isolated, a known risk factor for dementia and other cognitive disorders. Whatever the cause, the scientists report their finding may offer a starting point for interventions, even as simple as hearing aids, that could delay or prevent dementia by improving patients' hearing. The new study, published in the February Archives of Neurology, focused on 639 people whose hearing and cognitive abilities were tested as part of the BLSA between 1990 and 1994. While about a quarter of the volunteers had some hearing loss at the start of the study, none had dementia. These volunteers were then closely followed with repeat examinations every 1 to 2 years, and by 2008, 58 of them had developed dementia. The researchers found that study participants with hearing loss at the beginning of the study were significantly more likely to develop dementia by the end. Compared to volunteers with normal hearing, those with mild, moderate, and severe hearing loss had 2, 3, and 5-fold respectively the risk of developing dementia over time. The more hearing loss they had, the higher their likelihood of developing the memory-robbing disease. Even after the researchers took into account other factors that are associated with risk of dementia, including diabetes, high blood pressure, age, sex, and race, hearing loss and dementia were still strongly connected. The research was supported by the Intramural Research Program of the National Institute on Aging. Election Day is Tuesday, November 6th, but there are many ways that you can cast your ballot. Check out ODHH's voting video for information in ASL. You can either vote in person during early voting or on Election Day, or you can vote by absentee ballot. Early voting starts Saturday, October 27th and runs through Thursday, November 1st. Early voting centers are not open on Sunday. Each early voting center will be open continuously from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Follow the link at the end of the video to find out where to vote early for the 2012 elections. Anyone in line at 8 p.m. will be allowed to vote. On Election Day, you can vote at your assigned polling place. If you do not know where your polling place is, please visit Maryland's Voter Lookup website. Polling places are open continuously from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Anyone in line at 8 p.m. will be allowed to vote. If you are unable to vote during early voting or on Election Day, you may vote by absentee ballot. Find out more information about absentee voting at the link at the end of this vlog.